morning, everyone. It's day 2 of the road trip across Canada to AC. Last night I just pulled over kind of a lot for a lookout. It was good because it was off of the road, so it's much safer than being pulled off to the side of the road. But yeah, I just got back at it maybe like an hour ago. Just got some coffee, hit the road. It's still super foggy here. I'm just outside of Thunder Bay. I'm about 60 kilometers away from Thunder Bay, so give or take about a half an hour. And then today I'll be making the journey through Manitoba and into Saskatchewan, and I should be pulling over somewhere close to Regina. I figured kind of like with last night, because my intention last night was to actually pull over somewhere closer to Thunder Bay, because that's where I knew I would have cell phone service. But I figured it'd probably be less of a hassle pulling over somewhere here on the, like on a dirt road or something like that, rather than trying to find parking in the city. So I think I'll do the same thing in Regina. I mean, it worked out, so yeah, I think I'll do the same thing there. I usually find it's much more of a hassle trying to find parking in a city than pulling off any old dirt road over here, a lookout or something like that. So that's the plan for today. And yeah, I'll show you guys as much as I can. I'm excited to get out of Ontario. I feel like I've been driving forever here. So I'm excited to see another province, to see what they have to offer. I lost my hat somewhere in the car, and it's not within arm's distance of me trying to grab it and pay attention to the road at the same time. So we're on a mission to find the hat.
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along.
Oh, that's cool. I saw this from the side of the highway, so I thought I'd stop by and check it out. Got the Canadian flag on the ground. And of course, they got the huge Canadian Muskoka chairs. They're both occupied right now. I'd stop and show you that. It was so big on the side of the highway, so I'm like, yeah, go over and check that out. It's cool. Alright, back on the drive. I stopped for a coffee and a quick snack, and then it's back on the road.
Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind.
I just left Winnipeg not too long ago. Didn't really drive to the city, kind of went around it. Stick to the Trans-Canada Highway, it's the quickest route. Yeah, so far very flat. I mean, I know, they've always taught us in school, the prairies are very flat, and, talking to people who've done this road trip before, they mention it as well, but you don't really realize it until you see it. I will say, though, that the plants, the trees, the grass, everything looks very, very healthy. Like, by healthy, I mean, like, a lot of places in Ontario, I know when you look out even onto the grass, it's like, it's got like burn spots, it's, starting to rot or whatever. Here it just looks like their soil is amazing because everything looks so fresh and lush. So yeah, that's a good thing for our crops, for our produce. Yeah, other than that, just sticking on the highway, sticking to the plan to still show up in Regina. I have about almost, not all of 5 hours left to get there. So I should be there just after it starts getting dark. A little bit earlier than yesterday, though, so that's good. Hopefully get a couple more hours of rest, and then start up in the morning when the sun comes up around 6:30 a.m. and make my way to Alberta. Now I don't know where my stop tomorrow is going to be. I was thinking maybe I'd find a spot in Banff, maybe like a campsite or something, and just pull in there for the night. But then I was also thinking to kind of just make my way into BC already, stop somewhere like in the town of Golden or Kamloops or something like that. That would put me about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours away from Abbotsford from home. So that would be nice, because I also got to do my walkthrough with the manager, and then I have the move-in elevator booked from 2 to 4. So I got to make it in before that on Sunday. So yeah, we'll see what the game plan is tomorrow, see how much driving I have, how many hours, and what I can squeeze into that day. It's nice that, being summertime, the sun is up pretty early and it sets really late, so I have a lot of daylight to drive. I can't imagine doing this road trip in the winter. You got the sun coming up at like 7:30, sometimes even 8, and then setting as early as 4:30 or something like that. That wouldn't be enough time. And I don't mind driving through the night, it's just that you constantly see the signs out here to watch out for moose and deer, and there's pretty much no fencing. There was some back in Ontario on certain highways, but as you get further and further up north, it just they don't put the money into putting up fences around highways, because it'd just be so much. The length of it it'd be ridiculous. So that's understandable. Yeah, so that's why I don't really like driving at night. If I have to for a bit, like yesterday, I drove up till about midnight before I pulled over, just because I wanted to get as close to Thunder Bay as I could. Then I'll do it. But yeah, if I don't have to, then it's not really worth the risk. So yeah, that's the update for now. Should be pretty much a straight shot to Regina now. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys right before bed when I get there, wherever there is. I was gonna film this part next to the subway that I just came from, but there was a truck parked right next to me with his engine on, so it was super loud. So I thought this would be all right. I am still next to the highway, so it probably isn't much better, and it's still windy. But here it goes. So this is late lunch / dinner, so I'm just gonna finish this up and then I'll be back on the road. I got another 260 kilometers left until I hit Regina, and then that will be day 2 of the road trip. And then tomorrow I'm going to start off now from Regina. I'm going to push on and then end up hopefully somewhere between Banff and Kamloops. Potentially Banff. I'll see how long it takes me to get there. I think I will push forward to get into British Columbia. Maybe not all the way to Kamloops, but maybe somewhere, little town of Golden or something like that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna eat this sub, cold cut, and then be on my way.